Thank you, Anuj. Good evening, everyone. A few years ago, NetApp embarked on the cloud journey where we pivoted from the legacy on-prem data warehouse to the cloud data warehouse, Snowflake. As we migrated our workloads onto cloud, we saw a steep increase in our costs because we were running anywhere between 800 to 1,000 jobs on a daily basis. While the cost was concerning in itself, the bigger challenge was our inability to identify the factors that led to the increase in costs. We deployed a team at NetApp who had to manually identify these factors, which was both time-consuming and highly challenging. 10 months ago, we pleasantly stumbled upon an organization, thanks to Ravi and the NetApp Accelerator program, who had a solution to the exact problem that we were chasing. Chaos Genius. They were deployed in our landscape, and they gave us a cost reduction of a whopping 28% in just 3 months. Without further ado, I would like to introduce Chaos Genius and call on Preeti to show all of you the magic she did for us at NetApp.
Ladies and gentlemen, founder and CEO of Chaos Genius, Preeti Shrimal.
Thank you, Anju. So we are going to be talking about the great migration. And this is not Masai Mara or Serengeti. We are going to be talking about the migration that enterprises have taken from going from the legacy on-prem data infrastructure to the modern data clouds like Snowflake and Databricks. In fact, the momentum is so huge that the cloud data warehousing market is poised to be $20 billion in the next 5 years. 700 out of the Forbes 2000 customers are already on Snowflake, and 500 of them are spending more than $1 million on the platform already. And that's just Snowflake, right? The numbers are similar for Databricks and other cloud data warehouses. Does it start sounding familiar? What does it remind us of? It reminds us of the migration that happened to these larger clouds when everyone was moving from legacy systems to AWS, GCP, and Azure. Everything was great till things started to scale. And then what happened? Cloud bills, right? Everyone knows how painful the cloud bills are. The same story is now repeating itself in the data world. And with the migration to these modern data clouds, data costs are exploding. And why is that? Because there are no database administrators of the old world in the new modern data clouds, right? Now data teams are expected to be FinOps experts. Before firing every query, an analyst has to weigh in, do I want a faster query or do I want to save on compute, right? So consciously or subconsciously, we are optimizing for data cost all the time. And what does that data cost management look like? It looks like a lot of internal dashboards. It looks like Excel sheets floating around in the organization. It looks like a lot of painful manual query tuning. And it ends up data teams spending 50% of their time on just managing costs. But it doesn't have to be that way. And that's where Chaos Genius comes in, to provide data teams and empower them with an end-to-end automated data FinOps platform. You plug in your data cloud and you get spend observability right out of the box. You immediately know what are your cost drivers. You get utilization observability. You're able to monitor your thousands of clusters and know which are the underutilized ones. Do you really need that large size cluster, or you can do away with a smaller one? Sounds like magic, but you get out of the box query tuning recommendations, right? No more swifting through millions of queries and trying to figure out which workload do I need to optimize. And that's just on the compute side. We also help you optimize on the storage side. I'm helping you identify all the data that you brought in but are not using and are paying storage costs for, right? Last but not the least, you get a DBA Copilot which monitors your system for any kind of anomalies, usage spike, alerts you on those long-running workloads before they snowball into a large cloud bill. And we're not talking about vision anymore. This is real. This has happened. As Anju mentioned, they were just starting to run into Snowflake cost problem, right? We came in, we worked with them hand in hand for 3 months, and within 3 months, we saw 28% reduction in cost. We are a very affordable tool. We ended up delivering a 20x ROI for the NetApp team. It made us wonder we should probably be charging a little more, right? And this is not just a one-time thing. We ended up going and repeating this success story in various setups around the world. One of the largest pharma companies in the world, a Fortune 50 customer, multi-million-dollar spend on these data clouds, we ended up reducing 20% for them. We ended up working with a Fortune 500 customer, one of the largest engineering companies in the world, a 35% reduction in costs, right? So this is here, it's now. And the time couldn't be more right. We are producing more than 300 million terabytes of data every day. The cost pressure on data teams is unprecedented. And things are only going to get more and more complicated with the advent of AI, right? So that is where data and AI ROI is going to be the need of the hour. And that's where Chaos Genius steps in. We want to enable organizations to innovate without having to think about data and AI ROI, and we want to be their partners. So if any one of you is looking to optimize their data cost on Snowflake, Databricks, or any other data platforms, do give us a shout, and we are here to help.